The news has finally reached mainstream media. Spotify have cancelled their deal with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. They have lost millions over on Team Sussex. However, I told you this like 5 days ago. The question I've got now, is Netflix next? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, before I jump into all the juicy details with this video's main topic, there is a little bit of housekeeping as always. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I'm not going to say any trigger words or anything that's going to offend your ear holes. And to everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, hey up, how you all doing? If you've got some very strong feelings about the Spotify deal being cancelled and what will happen to Netflix next, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And oh yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? So yeah, finally, mainstream media have caught up with me after me literally reporting on this 5 days ago. The Meghan and Harry's deal with Spotify is done, is cancelled. Archetypes is no more. It will not be renewed for a second season. The streaming giant Spotify and Team Sussex audio production company, Archetypes Audio, released a joint statement on Thursday night saying they have mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series we made together. And the kicker, Harry and Meghan have lost what I could imagine millions of dollars for this cancellation because they reportedly signed a $15 million, which is about £15 million, which is about $20 million deal with Spotify in late 2020. But insiders close to Spotify claim that Harry and Meghan did not meet the productivity benchmark to receive the full payout, the Wall Street Journal reported. In other words, they were too freaking lazy, so of course they didn't earn the full deal, the full payout. Now, I wonder, where have we heard this before where, you know, Harry and Meghan, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, are completely lazy? Oh, yeah, I know. Archetypes Foundation. Yes, because their last charity tax filing confirmed that Harry and Meghan, for Archetypes Foundation, per week, only dedicated 1 hour each. Yep. Low productivity indeed seems to be the aim of the game with these two, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatevers. But the move to ditch Meg's show, which apparently explored the labels that tried to hold women back. Really, for me, it was the weekly stupidest thing Megzy would say next. That was really the show for me. Followed discussions months ago about renewing it for a second season. However, Megzy is very determined to keep Archetypes going, and she's trying to find a new home for the series. Now, bear in mind, as I reported literally 5 days ago that it was cancelled, this was an $18 million flop, guys. $18 million. And she's trying to find a new home for it. Yeah. Spotify is the biggest podcast platform out there. And if they lost millions of dollars because they couldn't make that show a success, you think any other platform's going to snap her up? Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. Now, the axing of the show comes after sources close to Harry and Meghan claim the pair would stop making tell-all Netflix documentaries because they have nothing left to say when it comes to the royal family. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Now, the talent agency that Meg's signed to, WME, makes me laugh how they're trying to spin it. They say the team behind Archetypes remains proud of the podcast they created at Spotify. Meghan is continuing to develop more content for the Archetypes audience on another platform. Yeah, what Archetypes audience? Yeah, it debuted at number 1, but weeks later it was like at number 28 or something like that. It nosedived. There was no replay value whatsoever. Spotify lost money. What audience? What audience? But yeah, it comes as Spotify announced, and again, I reported this previously on the channel, that they laid off 200 staff members, but at the beginning of the year, they also laid off 500 because of all these mega deal signings that Spotify had done, not only with, Prince Harry and Meghan, but also Joe Rogan and so many others. These signings are not paying off for Spotify, and they are losing money because of it. And as a result, people are losing their jobs. Now, is Netflix next? That is my question at this point. Well, there is a rumour going around that Netflix has cancelled Prince Harry's Heart of Invictus series. Where has this come from? So, my friend, go follow her on Twitter at Meghan's Mole, and also go give her a subscribe over on YouTube as well, Meghan's Mole. Absolutely adore her. She tweeted this saying Netflix has cancelled Heart of Invictus. You can thank Meghan Markle, her outrageous demands, when I can get my teeth back in, and turning it into the Meghan fashion show instead of it being focused on the veterans. The amount of money that was expensed on Meghan could have been used for the veterans. Okay, so she tweeted this out back on the 3rd of June, so about a couple of weeks ago now. Even Angela Levin, royal commentator, who I've quoted heavily in the past on these videos, she tweeted out a couple of days ago, has Netflix cancelled Harry's Invictus Games documentary? Well, this is the thing, right? So, following, their 6-part mockumentary of Harry and Meghan, Harry and Meghan, the Live to Lead documentary series, whatever, that no one watched because no one was bothered at that point, we've got next, apparently, Heart of Invictus. Now, Netflix announced in January this year that Heart of Invictus would finally debut in the summer. And here is the tweet from Netflix saying Heart of Invictus Summer 2023. This new series from Archetypes Productions follows a group of extraordinary competitors from around the globe, all service members who have suffered life-changing injuries or illnesses on their road to competing at the Invictus Games. Now, I'm going to keep this 100, okay? If this series actually is released, all right, if it's about the actual competitors, the veterans, I'd actually be like, fair enough. But if Azza and Megzy try and make it all about them in any way, shape or form, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Now, no further information about the show, though, has been officially released. However, when Newsweek contacted Netflix a couple of days ago on the 14th of June, representatives for Netflix actually responded back and said that the information in January's announcement that we've just seen in this tweet there from Netflix themselves is still correct and accurate. Therefore, viewers, as far as Netflix is saying so far publicly, can still expect Heart of Invictus to hit screens in the coming months, although Netflix has not yet announced an exact date. They're still saying summer, and that's it. Now, I know that from what I've seen, Meghan's Mole has turned round and said, look, I've got a source. Got a family member kind of source situation close to Netflix. I know what I'm talking about, this, that, and the other, right? So, who to believe? Who to believe? Meghan's Mole is pretty much spot on when it comes to a lot of this stuff. However, publicly at the moment, Netflix is still towing the line and still saying, nope, Heart of Invictus is still going to be released this summer. Stay tuned, right? So, we've got overall mainstream media finally catching up and confirming that Archetypes is cancelled, that Spotify has ditched Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and they've lost millions as a result. But then the question comes to, well, is Netflix next? Don't know. Netflix is saying, no, Heart of Invictus is still going to get released. But you know, Meghan's mole's got inside sources that are telling us something different. So, what the deuce is going on? Well, do make sure you stay tuned, because if you like this video and you want more, believe me, there's gonna be more. Any updates regarding the Netflix situation, I'll be keeping you up to date. And the way to do so is that you make sure that you're subscribed to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Help us get to 100k, I'll be forward and honest with you, so we can get that silver play button right there. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatevers. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Spotify axing Meghan and Harry, and you've got maybe an answer as to whether Netflix is next, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this, because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.